Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum Puan Jazira binti Anwar. I'm Muhammad Akmal Arif Sumaji with my team Afika Akilah binti Romaino, Hani Adriana binti Muhammad Ali, and Nur Atikah binti Sharifuddin. We present our full report of industry project strategic business plan of Marrybrown. Okay, for the first part, which is direction setting, I will present. First, company overview. Marrybrown is a winner of numerous domestic and international franchise industry award, is proudly Malaysian-owned and has over 40 years of franchise experience. Marrybrown began at a small shop lot in Wong Afok Street, Johor Bahru in 1981, founded by Chinese couple Lawrence Liu and Nancy Liu. This led the couple to invest their own idea based on Malaysian food taste as well as to revive Malaysian first fast food chain, especially with the Muslim majority countries that always seeking for halal Western food. Marrybrown is currently world's largest halal food service restaurant, which is QSR brand originating from Asia. In this report, we identify 4 domains in Marrybrown, including marketing, organizational structure, social structure, and technological section. In terms of Marrybrown vision, we is to be global food service organization and worldwide brand through the power of our people and our culture. It is clear that Marrybrown emphasizes their long-term objective for the future of the business, while Marrybrown mission statement is we are committed to providing a freshest and the best quality food prepared and served by passionate employees who take great pride in serving and delighting customers with true memorable and quality dining experience. This that's reflect on what the company will be doing to keep their business running. And also we determine 4 core value in Marrybrown, especially to our brands, listenings, quality of the product, integrity and services. In stakeholder part, there are 3 key stakeholder was determined with for us is including employees, customers, competition such as McDonald's, KFC and Texas Chicken. Next, media, shareholder, board of directors, suppliers, local community, government and financial intermediaries. This stakeholder was categorized in 4 categories, including group that need to be certified, manage closely, monitor and keep informed in stakeholder analysis. Next parts I will Tika we will present to you.
For my part, I will explain about the environmental analysis of Marrybrown. Environmental assessment that I have done in this part consists of 4 forces, which is socio-cultural force, technological force, economical force, and political force. There were a lot of threats and opportunities that I have stated in the assessment and what the organizational response to them. I have also explained Porter 5 forces model, which can be applied to Marrybrown. Based on the whole environmental analysis that have been done, the biggest threat to the company is the threat of substitute product, which it is easy for customer to switch to another fast food brand. This is a very bad for Marrybrown, as Marrybrown is a company who always make their customers a priority. This threat or issues need to be overcome by coming out with new ideas on how to attract customer attention to always be relevant and on the top of customers' choice when it comes to fast food. There are also a variety of substitutes on the market that pose a danger to the company. Top management of Marrybrown should be aware of this and devise a plan to address it so that the business future viability is assured. And regardless of the level of harm they offer to the firm, all of the forces described must be carefully watched. If a company turns a blind eye to one of the hazards that have been stated in this PR2, it may cost them their business survival simply because they were too comfortable in their current position and they did not take any extra safeguard to improvise from time to time. I have also stated a few future trends that could be added to the company which can improvise them better for their customer. Next, I'll pass on for the next presenter.
All right, sorry. Okay, thank you. For my part, I will be presenting about summary of the competitive analysis. So this part called competitive analysis is to analyze the assessment of the strength and also the weaknesses of current and potential competitors. So it focuses on the finding and also the comparing key market metrics that help to identify differences between the products and services and those of its competitors. And it also helps establish the foundation for an effective sales and also marketing strategy that helps this company stand out from the crowd. This part of report comprises into 5 sections. The first one is competitive set. The second is resource comparison. The third one is critical success factors. Fourth is financial analysis. And also the last one is advantages and vulnerabilities. So this assessment that we have done in the part involves researching major competitors to gain insight into their products, sales, and marketing tactics. So it can enable the company to stay on top of the industry trends and ensure the product is consistently meeting and exceeding within the industry standards. So next part of the summary will be presented by the next presenter.
Okay, thank you so much, Hani. So I will be presenting the strategy development of Marrybrown. In this part, Marrybrown used the generate business level strategy as a best value strategy is a combination of differentiation and low cost where Marrybrown's product has their own uniqueness and sell it with an affordable price for each menu. So in this brand key characteristic, a company's fundamental nature is represented by its brand attributes, which are a collection of characteristics that highlight the aesthetic and distinctive qualities of the brand. So in this part, we can see that Marrybrown have only two collaboration brand, which is the Coca-Cola and also a Doraemon figure, and that is very famous in Japan, and also it enhanced the quality of the product that we serve to the customer. And next is the SWOT analysis. So this is the SWOT analysis that has been presented before, which is the strength, weakness, and also the opportunity and threats of the company. Next is the SWOT strategies. So this is the SWOT strategies for the strength, for the opportunity, weakness, opportunity, strength, threat, and also the weakness threat to help Marrybrown to get more and more better for the future. So next is the corporate level strategies, which in this Marrybrown use concentration strategies and also the expansion strategy. Moving on, this is the BCG matrix of Marrybrown, which the compilation of the competitors and also the figure BCG matrix in the Marrybrown. Sorry. So next is the strategic recommendation. So this is the actionable business level strategies for Marrybrown, which can it's reduce menu meal that is unnecessary, need to upgrade their marketing strategy, upgraded technology and websites, provide training for the new employees. And for the actionable corporate level strategies for Marrybrown, making more collaboration with companies, expand wider, and change the packaging to more environmentally friendly, and also choose the right target market. I think that's all from my part for PR4.
Okay, for PR5, I'll start my part with interorganizational relationship. Interorganizational relationship is a relation that exists between two or more organizations, which could benefit both organization without damaging them, even if they are competitors in some sort. So the first suggestion that I could suggest Marrybrown to do is to have inter-organizational relationship with the government. So based on the recommendation that have been made in PR4, Marrybrown should change their packaging to a more environmental friendly material. As we know, many companies have started to be more environmentally aware and make their company more sustainable. So they change their packaging to a more environmental friendly material. This government have started since 2012 to promote no plastic campaign and so on to reduce the harm to environmental. So Marrybrown should really start making their packaging more environmental friendly. And second relationship is Marrybrown can become more focused on their target market by improving their kiddie meals. As we know, Marrybrown have kiddie meals, which is a meals that specialize for children. They also provide toys in them and have small portion of food. Marrybrown can calibrate with bigger companies such as DreamWorks Animations or Walt Disney Pictures, Nickelodeon, and many more others to gain copyright to continuously make toys for their kiddie meals. This can be seen like what like McDonald's have done. They have continuously made toys and attract children to their brand. And I think Marrybrown should really get in the trend and get the copyright for making toys and in improving their kiddie meals and also focus their target market more on family friendly and kids friendly restaurants. Last but not least, Marrybrown can also improvise their marketing strategies by working or collaborate with celebrities or any social media influencers, since social media have been very big nowadays. They don't really have to collaborate with certain particular celebrities for ambassador. They only have to collaborate with celebrities or influencer for maybe their advertisement or become the face of Marrybrown, but not actually the ambassadors. This is to attract people to try Marrybrown because it could attract people to be interested to know about Marrybrown and try Marrybrown due to the familiar faces they see in the advertisement or flyers that will be promoted by Marrybrown itself. I'll pass on to the next part, to the next presenter.
All right, thank you. Next part of the report is functional strategy audit. So there are 6 functional areas with two each of the components being made. So this is to describe how we will achieve our business level strategies using the 2 components from each of the 6 functional areas. So the first part of the area is marketing strategy, and the first of 2 components is pricing strategies. So when Marrybrown launching a new product called Nasi Marrybrown, which its own signature of nasi lemak, they choose 3 different price strategies, which is market penetration, scheme pricing, and also the discount pricing. The second component is customer service policies. So as we know, through the comparison between the competitive set before in the competitive analysis, Marrybrown received quite high employees rating. This is quite crucial because since it implies to the customer satisfaction where they provide excellent customer service with staff members speaking clearly and politely and also acting in a courteous and friendly manner. So the second area is operation strategy. The first component in this area is quality assurance. So by ensuring the quality of the product we provided, we have to make sure the food we produce adhere to the original recipes provided by the mother company. Since Marrybrown has a local flavor twist in their products, then they will also need to be consistent in making it. And then the second component in workforce policies. So in order to have a well-organized staff, which is Marrybrown's goal, they will need to monitor in coaching and also mentoring their new hire to achieve such goals. And in order to achieve it, strategies abilities are implemented in the workforce. And in addition, rewards will also be given to the staff who adhere to follow the procedures flawlessly. Next is human resources. The first component is recruitment. So in order to have the new recruitments up to their high standards, Marrybrown will look at their qualification of education to be accepted in the training areas like productivity and also the service quality. For example, Marrybrown in India requires applicants to hold a diploma qualification or higher than that in order to work as a customer service staff. The second component is benefits. So all company has benefits to their personnel. For Marrybrown, other than having a good base salary, they also offers employees benefits like insurance, retirement plans, vacation policy, bonus like coupon discounts, and also meal allowance as well. And then the fourth area is financial strategy. So the first component in this part is capital budgeting. When we take COVID as an example, assuming that contract revenues continue to decrease as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak. So Marrybrown in Malaysia's current capital and monetary assets will decline. So as a result, the COVID-19 may force the current HR to reduce the number of staffs. And then the second component is sources of funds. Sales revenue is one of Marrybrown's primary funding sources. So there is a surplus after all costs have been paid and subtracted from the revenue from sales. Marrybrown also preserves this cash and invest it in its market sector expansion by launching more restaurants or making new acquisitions of assets. And fifth one is innovation strategy. So the first component is collaboration. Marrybrown has once collaborated with Doraemon to work together to launch the special Doraemon birthday bash package whenever customers held a party in Marrybrown restaurant. And then the second component is implementation. Marrybrown can improve its product creation by applying the most recent high-tech equipment. So it is feasible to streamline business operations, enhance services, and also boost customer experiences. And then the last part of area is research and development strategy. So the first company in this part is offering more products. Marrybrown must modify to shifting consumer preferences and demands in order to be successful. So despite facing competition from other big brand chains, they continue to be committed by giving their customers something unique. So as expressed in their tagline, something different. Okay, so the second component of this part is customizing menu. So the idea behind Marrybrown's menu is to customize to the local taste of the country in which it is being used. For example, we can see that Marrybrown in Malaysia, they offers nasi lemak, and in Maldives, they offer a large selection of fish dishes like curry tuna biryani or curry burger, and also in India, they offer vegetarian options. And that is all for my part in functional strategy audit. The next part of the report, I'll pass it to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, Hani. In 5.3 part organization structures, we choose functional organization structure for our company. Functional organization structure refer to the structure in which different departments are created on the basis of major functions performed in the organizations. Based on the chart, we state 5 major departments in F&B, including human resource, finance departments, restaurant departments, marketing department, and sales departments. These all departments have their own role for the companies. Since we choose the functional organization structure, there are three advantages in performing this functional organization structure, including a stable work environment, increased organization efficiency, and capitalizing into people skills. It was difficult to us to find a specific of Marrybrown organization structure. Thus, we developed this structure to provide a new development for Marrybrown in terms of organization structure in specific outlet. I think that's all from my part. I will pass to next presentation.
Okay, thank you so much, Akmal. So I will be presenting the last part in this report is the implementation plan, smart measurement. So this is implementation plan is known as a strategic plan, where this is the steps that Marrybrown could take to accomplish their goal and objective. So this plan combines strategy, process, and action to be fulfilled in for a long-term plan. So as we can see here, this we take from the PR4 strategy development, which in the strategies is to collaborate with more companies. So the major task is they need to do more partnership with big companies to strengthen the position of Marrybrown in the fast food industry. So for the timeline for this collaboration is as soon as the action plan takes place. And the responsibility is the manager must adequately discuss with the colleague and explain the need for collaboration, and they need to contact another partner who wants to collab. So these resources are required by all directors and also in operational plan. Next is the expand fast food restaurants wider. So this major task is to expanding the company brand in more states and countries. And the timeline will be the once the company are stable and able to expand the fast food restaurant. And the board of directors need to discuss this matter with all of the leaders of all departments, and it required the resources for the investors and also the shareholders. Next is the strategies is to go environmentally friendly with the packaging. So the task is they need to consider sustainability to reduce the use of plastics of packaging and be environmentally friendly. And it need to be as soon as possible within 3 to 5 months because environmentally friendly packaging already implemented in this industry. So the responsibility is everyone in the organization, and the resource required is also in the operational. Next is the specification of target market. So they need to take action to specify the target market to strive goals for the Marrybrown, and within 3 to 6 months they need to properly specify what target market they want to target, and this is included in marketing and sales department. And also they will the resource that required, they need to find it from the data from the sales and marketing department. So that is for the action plan table. And next is the SMART measurement. So SMART measurement is the acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. So for the specific, Marrybrown needs to be needs to be very specific about what they wanted to achieve. So for example, Marrybrowns want to target children and families. They need to be very precise so that they can achieve their target market in the long term. So measurable. Marrybrown, many strategies will be implemented by each department to improve the work performance to give the best service to the customer. For the achievable, improving the quality of food, the customer service, developing a good working environment, and providing good training for new employees can enhance the service in the Marrybrown. Next is the realistic. The use of BCG metrics will help in long-term planning, and it will help Marrybrown to consider the growth opportunities by evaluating what to dismiss and what to improve in the company. And last but not least is the time-based. So this plan should be continued for up to 2 years to stabilize the organization, and it can be longer if the COVID-19 pandemic still occurred in the meantime. So I think that's all from my part, and that's all from us. Thank you so much.